James, I know that reality shifting makes no sense and is impossible, but then why do so many people claim to have shifted?
They lied! Thank you! Yo, what's up guys, Prince Charming. Today we're going to be checking out The Odd Ones Out, my thoughts on reality shifting on today's video. It has been a while since I reacted to The Odd Ones Out, and I'm very excited to be returning. Honestly, I just forgot to react to them. It wasn't anything. I love the videos, I love the artwork, it's all amazing. So he's going to be talking about reality shifting, and I don't know, I've been getting into my little spiritualness. Not as much as, spiritual Illuminati, but I've been tiptoeing in the spiritual reality for a little bit. It's very interesting. So let's go ahead and see what The Odd Ones Out's thoughts on reality shifting are, whether he believes in it or he thinks it's all, hocus pocus. Still nonetheless, it's James. He always releases dope videos. So let's check it out. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Prince O'Hawkum, Instagram as well at Prince O'Hawkum. That way you can stay updated on anything Prince Charming related, and you can support your boy on social media. So go drop that follow. But enough of me talking, let's go ahead and dive into The Odd Ones Out, my thoughts on reality shifting. Hope you guys enjoy the video.
I understand that there are things that I don't understand. For example, theoretical physics, or how to make friends. But I do know that the world is not flat, that vaccines work, and listening to people tell me otherwise is admittedly a guilty pleasure of mine. Whether it's conspiracy theories or horoscopes, I love watching people pour their heart into something they genuinely believe in, only for me to go, I disagree. But please, continue. There are some beliefs that I don't agree with, but are absolutely fine to believe in, like thinking bucket hats look good on someone. But I think we can all agree that some beliefs can be incredibly damaging to a person.
I don't like bucket
humanity
hats.
as a whole, like the anti-vaxxers. Or racists.
Yep,
So I discovered a new trend, and I'm not sure if it's just kids being kids or a mentally damaging belief system, but I'm still gonna talk about it and explain to my audience the importance of critical thinking and to notice the red flags and dangerous beliefs.
I already know this is
what
gonna
am
be
I talking about?
fire
I
video.
unfortunately fell down a rabbit hole and discovered a community of mostly kids on a phone application called TikTok.
Oh gosh.
Something called reality shifting.
Oh gosh.
This, by the way, is not a small community of 20 people. There are amino groups with thousands of members, videos with hundreds of thousands of views, and they have their own acronyms.
No way.
OMG. Reality shifting stems from the belief in parallel universes, which, I gotta be honest, I'm not completely sold on that idea to begin with. You say that Schrodinger's cat is both alive and dead.
I never understood
cats
that.
have 9 lives, so are 4.5 cats dead? How is a cat half dead? Either way, someone supposedly very smart has said that every decision you've ever made has caused the universe to copy itself and create a new reality where you made the different decision.
Alright, so I kind of can believe parallel universes, bro, because I don't know, man, all these choices that you make led you to this exact moment of your life is true. So if we didn't make that choice, there could be a different reality where, for all you know, you could be like a superhero or a mega pop star, or you could be, a crime lord or a dictator. It's all possible. And since there's infinite parallel universes, it makes sense that literally anything is possible. So anything that you can think of, like you in a universe where you have 3 heads and you have 20 wives and you have wings and you also like Soulja Boy. Anything is possible, man.
I had cereal for breakfast this morning, but somewhere there's a reality where I ate my hamster for breakfast. Does that mean I create a new universe every time I scratch my butt? And somewhere there's a James with better manners? So times that by 8 billion people making decisions every day, plus the decisions made by dogs and jellyfish,
infinite universes,
count, I think. And we get roughly infinity total realities.
There you
If
go.
you've seen Endgame, you know what I'm talking about. The reality shifting community says that since there are infinite realities, then there's a reality where GameStop stock is incredibly low, or that COVID didn't happen, or perhaps there's even a reality out there where Hogwarts is real.
That's
and the messenger
true.
owl just dropped off your acceptance letter.
I wish I was
the right meditation,
born into that
you can
reality.
transfer your consciousness from your current reality, your CR for short, to your Hogwarts desired reality.
I don't believe
your
that, though.
DR. And for some gosh darn reason, Hogwarts is the #1 shiftable destination location. But obviously,
It's the best-selling book series.
Hogwarts. Any fictional universe is fair game. You can go to the Hunger Games or Lord of the Rings. I'm not sure why, though. A lot of bad things happen there. And since all logic is thrown out the window, cartoon and anime realities are shiftable destinations.
Alright, I don't know about shifting into a different reality, man, bro. I don't think you could take the current reality you're in, like your consciousness, and put it into something else. It just doesn't seem feasible. It's like, what will happen to the previous consciousness that was inhabiting that body? Does it just like get erased? Does it go into your body that's in this reality? Like is it like an old switcheroo? Like it just doesn't make sense to me. I can understand Hogwarts being the most #1 reality people want to shift into, even though I really wouldn't want to go there. Like having magic is cool, but like Voldemort's there and people who want to kill you is there, and Avada Kedavra, which is a killing spell, is possible. But it is the best-selling book series, so it doesn't make so much of a surprise. What would be a surprise if anybody wanted to go into the world of Attack on Titan. That's when you're delusional, if you actually voluntarily want to go in a world where Titans exist, man. Nah.
Because if Schrodinger's cat taught us anything, it's that there are some universes that are just 24 drawings a second. So because there are allegedly infinite realities, people will write down what they want their desired reality to be, and this is called a script. It's funny, you know, normally scripts are made to tell fictional stories, but these people think that what they write down will be 100% real.
I don't believe
make
this.
a script whatever you want. You can say, I want to shift to Hogwarts and be in a relationship with Draco Malfoy.
This is silly.
I mean, not me, this is just an example. Now listen, you're a smart kid, okay? Hopefully I don't have to explain to you that that's not how life works. If you believe you can hop into different realities, then that's great, and I see no problem with it.
People would have been doing it,
What
bro.
I would say in a different reality, but in this reality, I have a lot of questions. If you can shift your consciousness into a different version of you,
what happens to the current one?
to the alternate reality you's consciousness?
Thank you.
You're just taking over someone else's body. This other you had a life and a family, unless you're going to a YA fantasy novel.
That's
and you
sad,
just
man.
took over their whole body. What if there's a you in an alternate reality that's like, I want to live in a reality where there's a pandemic and I'm sadder.
And they
then
take your
shifted
body.
Here. What happens to your consciousness? You don't trade. The reality shifting community says that when you shift, you leave behind a clone of yourself. Obviously. So when you
cover
shift,
your tracks.
there's someone's consciousness unaccounted for. What about the realities where one of you had waffles for breakfast and the other had pancakes? Both of these yous are pretty much the exact same. So then both of you will want to reality shift to the exact same reality. Do you have to share a body with the other yous that have shifted to the same reality?
Alright, so this is making like a lot of sense. Like a lot of his digging and flaws and objections, like I can hear that. But like I remember watching a Vsauce video and people really, I mean, it's shocking, but people underestimate what infinity means. Infinity. No end, bro. No beginning, no end. Infinity, dog. So if there really are infinite universes, and that means there's infinite consciousness, so it doesn't matter how many bodies you take over, how many consciousnesses are left over, there's always going to be an infinite amount. So therefore, there should be an infinite amount of bodies, so everyone should get a body, right? No matter what. It's really weird. Like, you really got to watch that Vsauce video on infinity, because infinity is not a number. It's a concept, if I believe that's how you worded it. It's not a number. It's simply no end, like no beginning, no end. Or is that immortal? Or, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's very deep. I'm probably butchering it, but you gotta watch a video on infinity, and this will kind of make more sense, because if there's infinity of possibilities, realities, bodies, consciousness, nobody would really lose a body, because there's infinite bodies left, right?
Are you telling me that Voldemort and any fictional villain is real? How come half of us didn't get turned to dust when Thanos snapped? If anyone can reality shift, are you telling me there's a chance that Voldemort could download TikTok and reality shift here? If you go to Hogwarts, you're leading Voldemort right to us.
And we don't want
How can there be a
Voldemort.
reality where magic is real? Sure, I don't know how parallel universes work, but they're parallel. So the laws of physics should still be the same, right? But James, I know that reality shifting makes no sense and is impossible, but then why do so many people claim to have shifted?
They lied! Thank you!
What happens when you fall asleep? And if you fill your subconscious with things from your desired reality, would you be surprised that you had a dream about Hogwarts? Something about this
Not
trend
really.
doesn't sit right with me.
Don't
a lot
do
of the
that.
reality shifting TikToks
Oh,
were
gosh.
done by kids. And kids, as you know, can get really obsessed in a fandom and do some cringy stuff.
And they're very
if these kids were
impressionable.
making fan fiction and writing themselves on
My
a
boy
date with
Bakugo.
Bakugo, that would be totally fine. Healthy even. Heck, even if these kids flat out said, I love Harry Potter so much that I want to manipulate my dreams to be about him. That would be fine too.
That's
But
cool,
something
I
about
guess.
actually believing that you're astral projecting into a fictional universe, I don't know. That level of obsession just feels unhealthy.
I agree,
My guy. And also, back off
James.
Bakugo. He's mine. The problem with reality shifting and actually conspiracy
Everybody
theories
wants
as a whole
Bakugo.
is that they pretend to be based on factual evidence when they're entirely a pseudoscience. You start off with a scientific idea, multiple realities, and then you make up whatever you want and use what the scientists have said about multiple realities as proof.
So I can get on board with lucid dreaming. I think that is something people definitely do, and it's something you definitely can do. If you don't know what lucid dreaming is, if I'm certain, that's essentially where, you know, you really commit to being able to be aware in your dream, not a different reality, but in your dream, which is just your subconscious, correct? That way you're able to create anything you want in your dream, do whatever you want, so you're basically like the god of your own world. But I believe that can happen. It may take practice, but warping into a whole different reality by itself, yeah, that sounds like pseudoscience. James has it right.
Even though no scientist has said anything about being able to move your consciousness outside of your body, or that you leave a clone of yourself behind when you reality shift, or that cartoon universes exist. I've seen people in videos say that they've done research on reality shifting, but I feel confident in saying you didn't get a degree in quantum physics. I want you to cite your sources and show me the studies, because research isn't just believing what other people said on TikTok. These TikToks get impressionable kids to believe in reality shifting
Very
in
impressionable.
manipulative ways, saying that if you didn't shift, it's because you didn't believe hard enough. When
Aww.
you get these doubts and say, oh, I can't shift, I don't even know if it's real anymore at this point, try and ask yourself after, but
Are
what
you
if
an
it's
idiot?
real? What if I can shift?
Okay,
You want to
never
find
mind.
out, do you?
He's more
I
positive
get it.
than me.
Harry Potter is a cool world. That's why they made a whole theme park about it. Who wouldn't want to drop out of a Muggle public school and live in a castle with a bunch of soft British boys? And also magic
Avada-kedavra.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Be mindful about where you're getting your information. I've watched hours of flat earthers and anti-vaxxers
Oh,
talk about their
brother.
beliefs, and these people get their information from non-credible sources, and they end up pushing more fake information online.
They're like
and it
Heidi's
creates
dad.
this echo chamber that warps their worldview. I don't want kids watching these TikToks or going on Amino and essentially get lied to and think this is how the world works.
That's true. Kids are very, very, very impressionable, bro. Like, you got to be very cautious of what you tell kids, because they really will believe stuff like that. Yo, I remember I used to believe the most wildest, crazy things as a kid. And this was before, like, the internet was so popping as it is now. Don't get me wrong, the internet was definitely popping when I was a kid. I'm only 24. I'm not an oldie who was, like, a teenager in the 90s. No. I'm just saying, with TikTok exploding and most of the kids spending hours on TikTok, man, it's very easy to be impressionable or believe, you know, you can actually reality shift, and if you don't reality shift, that you're just not good enough, and pretty soon people are going to be selling you lessons that you got to pay for to reality shift, and I bet you people will pay for them, and the people who pay for them are kids.
I'm hoping that all of these people will look back at themselves in 10 years and go, yeesh, I can't believe I was so obsessed about a thing. I literally tried to astral project myself across the multiverse. Right, Bakugo? I know that this
Bakugo, my
sucks
dude!
sometimes, and right now it's looking pretty bad. But like it or not, this is the one reality we get. A lot
sir.
of things may be out of your control, but according to theoretical physics, we make a lot of choices. And all our choices lead us down different paths. So what you need to do is not give up on this reality for a literal fictitious one, but instead to make choices that will make this current reality your desired reality.
Pass the offering bucket!
For coming to my TED Talk.
Preaching!
Who wouldn't want to drop out of
Gospel! Alright, that was it for this video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. My camera's about to die, so I gotta be quick with this, but he was speaking gospel, bro. Like, Pastor James was just speaking gospel right now, bruh. Like, you gotta be happy with the current reality you're in right now. Stop trying to change your reality. Maybe change your life. I don't know. Like, be happy in the reality you're currently in, because trust me, this is what you're stuck in, so you might as well make the best out of it instead of trying to change reality itself. And if it was possible, I'm sure all of us would be GTFOing out of here and going to live in the dream world or reality where we wanted to. But seeing how we're all still here and we're all still aware that we have not once reality shifted, I don't think it's going to happen. But don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Prince O'Hawkham, Instagram as well at Prince O'Hawkham. And that way you can stay updated on anything Prince Charming related, and you can support your boy on social media. So go drop that follow. But that was it for this video, guys. My name is Prince O'Hawkham. Stay charming, my friends.